Day 10 is about a woman named Madam C.J. Walker. And the day we're looking at is May 25th, 1919. And very similar to the Harriet Tubman story that we read, it's her eulogy. So this is the day that she died, unfortunately. All right. But she died as the richest black woman in America. When Madam C.J. Walker died, her wealth was estimated at over $1 million, which this is over 100 years ago. So $1 million back then is going to be worth a lot more than what it is now. Even though $1 million is still a decent amount in today's world, 100 years ago, it would have been worth even more. She was the wealthiest black woman in the country at the time and one of the wealthiest black Americans. She took great pride in building her company and spent as much time donating money to various organizations like the NAACP to support causes concerning the black community. So she could have had even more money, but she donated a lot of her money, which just that tells you everything you need to know about her. So, as the case with Harriet Tubman's, I'm going to be reading her eulogy. So, once again, a message about her life, her ups and downs, but always something with inspiration. Friends, we are gathered here today to pay our respects and put to rest Sister C.J. Walker, known to the world as Madam C.J., born to her parents as Sarah Breedlove. Sarah was the fifth child in her family. Her brothers and sisters were born into slavery, while Sarah was the first child born free. But even though she was free, little Sarah worked like a slave. Like so many before her, Sarah worked the cotton fields in Louisiana from sunup to sundown. When she was just 5, Sarah pressed on after the loss of her mother and continued to press on when her father died just 2 years later. Sarah would leave Louisiana and move to Mississippi with her sister seeking greener pastures. But what she found in Mississippi was no better than what she left. At 10 years old, Sarah took in laundry to earn money. Load after load, day after day, Sarah pressed on. By 14, Sarah had a husband, and just 3 years later, they had a baby girl they named Lelia. Now, Sarah's husband was a good man, but he passed away early, leaving Sarah and Lelia behind. But Sarah pressed on and soon was on the move again, this time heading up the Mississippi River to St. Louis to see her 3 brothers who owned a barbershop. Sarah found comfort in the local church, where she met well off, educated black women who preached self help, charity, and education. The members welcomed her and little Lelia with open arms and inspired Sarah to work even harder. A marriage at age 26 that ended before it even started only strengthened Sarah's resolve, but the stresses of life were catching up to her as her hair began to thin and disappear. Now, Sarah was a proud woman. She wanted a better life for herself and her daughter, but she didn't like what she saw in the mirror, so she looked to do something about it, and she started with her hair. Sarah came across some hair care products that grew her hair out nice and thick. And like Samson long before her, Sarah found strength in her hair. She began selling those hair care products for the company and money that first week, earned more money that first week than she ever did in 1 week doing laundry. With a confident head on her shoulders, Sarah took matters into her own hands by creating her own hair care products inspired by Mother Africa. Sarah perfected her formula using vegetables, natural oils, and perfumes gotten from the pharmacy, and then set out selling confidence door to door, day after day, mile after mile. It was about this time Sarah would marry Charles J. Walker. Now, Sarah may not have gone to business school, but she was smart enough to know that if you treated yourself as a high class professional, then others would do the same. Born Sarah Breedlove, but known to the world as Madam C.J. Walker. Did Sarah tell black women they had bad hair? No, she did not. Did Sarah use some high fashion models to promote her products? No, she did not. No friends, Sarah put her own face on her products, showing a proud black face with a confident smile to the world. Her confidence inspired others, and just as she had sold products for the company that gave her better hair, Sarah offered her customers the same thing, and her business took off, providing her with immense wealth, enough to build her own factory on her own land in Pittsburgh, enough to build another factory in Indianapolis with a beautiful movie theater because the local segregated theater charged blacks more than whites, enough to give to charities as she pleased, enough to build her own home in New York. Even though she tooled around town in her fancy cars, wearing her expensive clothes and hats and furs, Madam C.J. Walker, born Sarah Breedlove in Delta, Louisiana, never forgot where she came from. And as she traveled this great country telling her story, Sarah would remind everyone, including the great Booker T. Washington, I came from the cotton fields in the South. I was promoted from there to the wash tub. From there, I promoted myself into the business of making hair goods. I know how to grow hair as well as I know how to grow cotton. Yes, she did. Sarah assuredly did. And as I stand here before all of your tear stained faces, I say, let us remember Sarah for her generosity of spirit. Let us remember Sarah for her compassion. Let us remember Madam C.J. Walker as that little girl in the cotton fields, head covered by a handkerchief, pressing on as so many did before her. Sarah, you may be gone, but we too will press on. So, once again, just another inspirational story. Um, Madam C.J. Walker truly cared about not just herself, but the people around her, and she never forgot where she came from. She essentially grew up still in slavery. Even though slavery was illegal in many parts of the country, people still lived their lives like they were as slaves. So, this is something she never forgot, and that's why she helped out so much in her world. So, truly another inspirational person, and we will keep on pressing as she and as this eulogy was saying. We're going to keep pressing on, and we will head on to the next day.